This video is for those of you like me who have been wanting to start a YouTube channel, but just haven't done it. So I've been wanting to start a YouTube channel for over 10 years now, and I've been waiting for the perfect moment. And that perfect moment will never come. Because in the last 10 years of me wanting, longing, dreaming about starting a channel, it never did. Because that perfect moment doesn't exist. Waiting for the right time was actually just a self-defense mechanism, an excuse for me to play small, to keep dreaming about starting a channel, to keep learning about how to start a channel, to keep planning how I will start my channel. And that was just a way for me to justify not being in the arena and not doing the damn work. I was letting the moment pass me by instead of claiming that this is the moment. The moment that everything changes. The moment that I stop caring about other people's opinions of me. The moment that I stop being scared of judgment. The moment that I stop being scared of failing. Because this moment, if I'm being completely honest, is a moment where the pain and discomfort of not going after my dreams, not starting a channel, is greater than the pain of staying in fear. I realized that I have all of the tools, all of the resources, all of the power that I need in order to start this channel. And so do you. We need to stop waiting for the perfect moment to find us and decide that we are the moment. And that's where I'm at right now. And I want to invite you to come along on this journey with me too. Because this video found you for a reason. And that reason might be that it's time for you to be the moment too. For you to stop standing on the sidelines. For you to get into the arena and start doing that thing that you've always dreamt of doing. So where do we begin? Well, we just start. It sounds so simple, right? But it isn't. I get it. If we finally take that leap and go after our dreams, start showing up, go all in, there's that little question in the back of our mind saying, but what if we fail? And I want to tell you, there's no such thing as failing as a creator. The only way to truly fail is to stop trying, to stop going after your dreams, to stop believing that it's possible for you, and to give up. And if I really think about why I want to start a YouTube channel, it isn't about the followers, it isn't about the views, it isn't about the clout. It's about doing something for me and striving for more and stepping into a version of myself that I miss. A version of myself that I haven't seen since I was a kid. The fearless kid that used to win all of the talent competitions, that used to get so excited for free dress day because she would show up in her matching outfits with full glitter hair, all the bells and whistles, and she didn't know what fashion was, and she didn't care. She was unapologetic. And she was fearless. The kid that drew and painted and colored outside the lines just to see what it would look like. The kid that was curious, that seeked adventure, that didn't need to have a plan or a logical reason for doing something. The fact that it brought her joy or was an interest of hers was enough. Before the world told her, be confident, but don't take up too much space. Speak up, but not too loudly. Be your authentic self, but make sure you still fit in. Be beautiful, but not too intimidating. And be successful in your career, but don't shine too brightly or make those around you uncomfortable. A world that told her to live her best life as long as it fit within the comfort zone of those around me. And I heard that message loud and clear, just like I'm sure that you did too. I heard when the cool girls told me that the dance competition or the talent contest was just super lame, so I stopped showing up and doing something that I genuinely loved. I heard them when I was in high school and delivered a speech and was too enthusiastic and too expressive, and people made fun of my accent. They laughed at my expressions and how into it I was. So I stopped speaking. I stopped speaking in general in school, to be quite honest. Most people don't even remember me from high school because I was so painfully quiet. I just didn't use my voice. I heard them when they said that I couldn't sit with them at lunch because I was weird, and I found this bush in the school that was completely hollow, so I'd grab my lunch and eat it there every day. And when I'd get really bored, because we didn't have phones back then, or we had like our little Nokias or our little flip phones, I would literally stand by that bush and try and find as many ladybirds as I possibly could. That was my lunchtime activity. And I heard them when they told me that I needed to be a size 8 in order to model in Australia, and that my look was very exotic. It looks better when I wear my color eye contact lenses. So I tried to be something that I wasn't. I tried to belong. But that chapter is over. And this chapter, this moment, is about me. Me taking back what's mine. My voice, my confidence, my creativity, my fearlessness, and just starting. Because it's time to stop waiting for the perfect moment to find me and be the moment. And if you really want to go after your goals, if you really want to make a change, you need to stop living within the comfort zones of those around you and start living for you. And that leads me into embracing your uniqueness. Because if you've ever thought someone else is doing what I want to do, and they are so much prettier than me, they are so much smarter than me, they are so much further along than me, they are so much more successful than me, blah, 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 all of the damn excuses, understand that you already have everything that you need to succeed. You just need to let it out. All of your uniqueness is the magic that is going to make you stand out. It's what's going to make you different to everyone else, because you can only be you. And who else would you want to be? But you need to lean into that uniqueness. You need to lean in and rediscover all of those qualities that society told you to dim, whether that's your voice, your look, your size, whatever it might be. That is your superpower. And you need to discover you, truly who you are, and embrace yourself, to love yourself, and to embrace your uniqueness and share it with the world. That is the reason people will care. But you need to remove that filter that's been cast over us to make us more palatable, to make us more comfortable for those around us. And once you remove it, you're able to fully step into everything that you already have been destined to be. You don't need to do anything more. You don't need to be anything more. You just need to embrace yourself. Now, I firmly believe that everybody should become a content creator, whether that's to build confidence, whether that's to build a business, to build a personal brand, to just be a creative expression. It's the best thing that you can do for yourself, because whether you grow to 1 million followers or it's just your dad, your brother, and your husband commenting, thanks fam, it's a powerful journey of self-discovery and the ultimate pursuit to live a life of purpose and joy. By the end of this video, I hope to motivate you to start your own journey too, and to finally do that thing that's been scaring you, whether that's starting a YouTube, starting a podcast, starting a business, becoming a content creator, whatever it might be, and to do it for you. And I promise you, doors that you didn't even know you wanted to open will open for you when you start this journey. And I think that that is actually the most beautiful thing about all of this. So I quit my 9-to-5 job. Now, I didn't think much about what I was going to do after this, but I quickly realized that I needed to grow my brand. If I wanted to be a business owner, if I wanted to do modeling, if I wanted to be everything that I knew that I could be and felt called to become, I knew I needed to start building my brand. So I started posting on Instagram. Within the first month of leaving my 9-to-5, I grew by like 7,000 followers. It was crazy. I was determined. This girl was on a mission, okay? And I started to get the attention of a lot of people. And these people that I got the attention of ended up becoming my first clients with my social media agency. You'd probably think that as I'm telling you this story that that is the magical moment, but it really isn't. Now, it's great that I was able to get my first few clients through my social media. It really positioned me from a place of authority and leadership, and I ended up growing that business to multiple 6 figures. The real magic happened when Rona hit. Now, I had built this agency up to multiple 6 figures, and within 2 to 3 days, everything that I had spent the last 5 years working on vanished. All of my clients had to suspend services. They didn't know what was happening. I didn't know what was happening. And at that point, I had a lot of clients that were within your food and hospitality industry. So they couldn't continue with me. And so I had a little pity party, not gonna lie. I gave myself a couple days, got my Ben and Jerry's, had a good cry. But after that, I picked myself back up and I realized, no, there are other small businesses out there that need my help. I have so much expertise. I have so much to give. So I launched my online course business. I didn't realize what I was doing at the time, but I just found my calling in life. I had found a business that didn't require me to be chained to a desk 12, 14 hours per day. It gave me freedom. It gave me an abundance of financial benefits as well as emotional because of the impact and the way that I was working closely with these people. I was lit up. I was truly pursuing my purpose. I was helping creators and businesses grow their presence online and truly stand out and make a whole heap of money for them and their families and their children. And it was just honestly the most beautiful accident to ever happen. I remember when I first launched, I sat on that computer and saw that $7,500 came through within 2 minutes. And I was mind blown. I didn't know that that was possible. I didn't know that my first launch, I would make 7K within the first 5 minutes. It was insane. It was baffling to me. And then I would go on to get bigger and bigger and bigger launches. And I realized, no, this is it. I don't want to do the agency stuff anymore. This is what I want. I never would have known when I quit my 9 to 5 that that was what I wanted, what I felt like my destiny was, because I didn't even know about online courses. I didn't even think that I was capable of showing up in front of a camera and confidently speaking to people. I didn't know that I was a great coach. I didn't know that I had spent over 10 years accumulating all of this knowledge that now social media was the most powerful thing for a small business owner or a creator to learn. I couldn't have known that. And I think sometimes we need to just trust that we feel called for something greater and just go with it rather than try and take control of the how, because we don't actually know the how. We don't know the specifics and we don't need to. It finds you when it needs to find you. Just like it found me. It allowed me to be a coach, a mentor, a professional hype girl, and to empower ordinary people to show up online with confidence. And by doing that, I was creating abundance in my life. I was living a life of freedom, just needed my laptop and an internet connection. And I wouldn't have found that if I didn't start posting on Instagram. Now, I got a few hurtful comments on YouTube. Me. But honestly, I didn't care. I looked at it. The ones that were really rude, I reported because that should not be repeated. But the others, I just laughed off because honestly, I don't care, because it just reminded me how grateful I am. Because yes, I am a model. I pay my bills with that money. And I'm grateful that I don't only have to do one thing that I hate every single day in order to make a good living. I get to live a life filled with all of my passions and get paid to pursue my passions. I'm a multi-passionate person and have several income streams, and they all bring me joy. And those insecurities, all of the qualities that I was made fun of when growing up, my accent, the freckles, the gap, the big curly hair, all of those aspects of me ended up being the things that make me stand out now. It's the reason that I can speak on camera and people always say, I sound so great, I sound so professional, or eloquent is what they say. But really, I just have a little bit of an accent. I just sound a little bit different, you know, just a little bit. My gap is a lot of the time why I get booked on modeling gigs, because it's unique. My freckles, that's why I get booked. And it's so funny that the things that we don't appreciate sometimes can turn around and become the biggest blessings of them all. They're my superpower. Just like your uniqueness, the things that you maybe were made fun of or bullied about or took for granted or wish that you didn't have, is probably something that when you let down that guard, when you take off that filter and truly step into your power, is a magical, beautiful thing. And even since starting this YouTube channel only 3 weeks ago, there's been something so special about going on a walk alone, processing my thoughts, thinking about topics that bring me joy and what I truly want to talk about, journaling and reflecting on my growth as a person, speaking in front of a camera like I am right now, and sometimes not knowing what to say and feeling so cringy, like I did the worst job ever. But then looking back and being like, yes, girl, you did that. It has been such a fulfilling exercise. Even if I didn't even post any of these videos, it has just been incredible. And it's okay that I'm showing up and I'm not perfect all the time. Like now, I'm showing up in my trackies. Was the intention to do this video today? No. Did I feel called to? Yes. Because it's not actually about the subscribers. Obviously, I only have 82 while I'm filming this. It's about getting to know me. It's about disconnecting from the busyness that we are all so consumed by. We fill every single moment of our time with something, whether that is checking an update on our phone, checking our social media, following other people's social media, watching Netflix, whatever it might be. There are so few moments in today's day and age that we truly disconnect, stop, and reflect on ourselves, on our ambitions, on our dreams, on our aspirations, on our stories, the moments that we truly appreciate and celebrate ourselves. It's so easy to just keep moving in this busy world, but starting this YouTube has been incredible for me because it's allowed me to stop. To press pause, just to celebrate me. It's been about getting comfortable with the discomfort of silence. Yeah, at first it was uncomfortable, but then I started hearing that little kid's voice. And at first it was really, really faint. But slowly, she started to find her voice too, and started to tell me what brings her joy. And I started listening and allowing myself the space to fail, to be imperfect, to try and to not feel judged. And not only just embrace the moment, but believe that I am the moment. Because I did this. I did this video. I am starting this journey. And I'm not doing it for anyone other than me. And honestly, I feel so cringy, so dorky and lame at times talking to my camera on my own on a Friday night. My husband is getting home in like 10 minutes. I have 10 minutes to finish this video up. And I'm just talking to my camera. And I don't know if anybody's listening. But I look back and I am always proud of myself. Because it's not about the views. It's really not. If anything, I feel free on here because I don't have any followers. And nobody is watching, or maybe you are. And I'm not doing this to perform for anyone. I'm not doing this to try and be something I'm not. I'm not doing this to fit in or to belong. It's about the opposite of that. It's about not belonging, being okay with your own company, being okay with not knowing all the answers, being okay with not being perfect, and going for it anyway. And that's why I think that everybody should be a content creator. And that kind of leads me to the final thing that I want to chat about. And this is kind of me speaking to myself, to be quite honest. To remember to be patient and look at the big picture. Zoom out. Bill Gates said, we always overestimate the change that will happen in a year and underestimate the change that will happen in 10 years. Don't let yourself be lulled into inaction. And that is exactly what I did. And that is why I'm making this video, because if you're sitting on the sidelines, if you are waiting for the perfect moment, I want you to learn from me and not wait 10 years to start your journey. I want you to start now. Make it messy, make it imperfect, but do it. Not for them, not for the world, not for society, not for me, not for your friends, not for your family, not for anybody except you. Now, I would love to be a full-time YouTuber where I get all of my coaching clients and my mentor clients through the channel. I'm working with creators that inspire the hell out of me, that get incredible results, and I'm living my most abundant, amazing, free life possible. And honestly, I do believe that that is my future. But even if it isn't, this is such a beautiful experience. To capture moments in my life that I would usually just let pass by. To sit with my thoughts, to tell my stories, and to weave them together into a video where my intention is to make someone's day a little bit brighter, to maybe plant a seed that is going to motivate them to change something so that they can go after their dreams and live the life that they love too. And honestly, I thought about this the other day. By doing YouTube, I'm creating something that I can look back on one day, that my kids one day could look back on and learn from and truly get to know me and understand me at this point in my life. It's a capsule. And it's such a beautiful thing that we're creating. And I think everybody's life would be a little bit brighter if they did it too. So if there's one thing that you take away from this video, I hope that you decide to stop waiting on the sidelines and to go all in on that dream. To stop waiting for the perfect moment to find you and decide to be the moment. So is today day one, or is it still one day? If you want to stop sitting on the sidelines and finally go all in on your dreams and become that creator that you know you're destined to become, join the waitlist for Be the Moment. Be the Moment is an accelerator program that is for creators who are ready to become the creator of their dreams, to transform your life and launch your creator business in 90 days. We are doing this together and we are doing this boldly. So I can't wait to see you in there. And if there's anything that you do today, just one action, start. Make today day one. Make sure that you subscribe. I would absolutely love the support. Maybe I'll have more than 82 followers by the time that you see this. Who knows? But have a beautiful day. Sending so much love.